Welcome to the Texas Goat Radio Show. I'm your host, Matorius. This is part 5 or 6 of the Friday live stream from Owen Benjamin.
That's why he's done streams about how the New World Order is destroying labor. I can't find anyone to work on my property. You want to know why that is, Squirtus? It's because you fuck people over and now they don't want to work for you. It's funny because I can get 100 guys to work for nothing.
This is what it looks like whenever somebody goes on the defensive because somebody called them out on their horse hockey, on their manipulative, vulgar tactics, because Owen is a predatorial, dangerous cult leader.
In a field, but you can't even pay people because your reputation is terrible and you treat people like shit. Okay?
What did the people get paid that did physical labor at the Cult Fest? Nothing, because it's a cult, just like the cult from Holy Hell, the Buddha Fest cult. Everybody worked except for the cult leader. No, he was a comedian that said things like, have you ever noticed or have you ever seen anything goofier than two people having sex? That's a quote from the cult leader from Buddha Fest. Another quote was, Michelle gave us all new names. Sound familiar, Bears?
So when you're promoting, and now let's get into Operation Squirt Speed. Okay. And then I'll show you a clip from Rim Job where he's at, why I'm doing this. I am now the alfalfa. The alfalfa does not pay full price. It's crazy because everybody who works with me knows if I can't pay you, if you work for me and I can't pay you, it's because I can't pay you. It's because we couldn't be able to do it if we did that. Now,
so it's justifiable because you kept all the money, gold, and silver for yourself. That makes no sense. Because if I didn't pay you, it's because I couldn't pay you. It's because I kept all the money for myself. It's in my war chest. It took him 3 months to pay the electrician $8,000. He's already said that he gets paid well. Do you think it's going to come out of his pocket? No. The Bears pay for it. And if the Bears don't pay for it, then you're not getting paid.
Now, if you create something, like Codsworth did help create this entire system. Codsworth, as much as I talk shit about him getting half my super chats, was instrumental in setting up a system after I was kicked off YouTube where I could still do all this shit, like entropy.
He wasn't kicked off of YouTube. He bombed his own YouTube in order to herd his cult members to UATV with him and Theodore Bell.
And Telegram chat and all this. So I say, you know what? You created that. You get a piece of that. You know? You get half. You did it, Codsworth. And you're going to be there. And when I was hurting and when I wasn't being able to make anything, for months, Codsworth would do all this work for me without getting compensated at all. He came on tour with me before. He helped.
There's never been a time whenever money wasn't rolling in from his cult. From 6 years ago to today, or 4 years, 5 years ago, whatever, since 2016, 2017. I'm not really sure exactly whenever it started because I'm pretty sure it was still a cult and I was just a rock skipping over the water. I didn't know how deep it was.
Out tremendously, and he did it for love of the community, and he knew I couldn't pay him. As soon as I had the ability to have currency rolling in and something he co-created, he's cut in.
Shout out to Johnny Arcade. He's got some videos that explain what was really going on 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
And I do that with everybody I work with. It's like I love working on percentages because if you do the work, if you help create something that's going to bring money into me, it'll help bring money into you. I also have people that work with me that I pay a salary or an hourly or something like that because they're valuable as fuck. I need them to work with me. I don't need, okay, that's a weird thing to say. But I can't let them go and I can't ask them to work for free, right? But
that's called need. Oh, and why is that a weird thing to say? You just said I can't let them go. That means you need them. That was strange that he drew the line on need. I'm not going to say need, but I can't let him go. That's called need.
I don't have a system where I could give them a percentage. You understand that I really do think more as morally as possible when it comes to money. And so Squirtus Stone is a money hoarder. He sits on it and he feels like it makes him feel powerful and he screws people over. Okay? He's very and so a lot of these guys in the swarm do this. You know, that the inverted, the people that are working for the beast, the gamma,
he's referring to himself, the gamma. He's already described what a gamma is, and he described himself. The inverted, the Luciferian, once again describing himself. You can't be a dangerous predatorial cult leader and be righteous. You can't be a dangerous predatorial cult leader and have high moral standing.
Hollowed out, evacuated male. So let's start getting into. Let's start getting. And by the way, somebody on Twitter said it perfectly. I even retweeted them. Give me 1 second. Because it's exactly what happened. I was approached to be in their world several times, whether it was through Hollywood or Conservative Inc. Somebody said, I think almost
through Hollywood. He literally was willing to sell his body and his soul for Hollywood fame. The thing was he wasn't talented enough, and people just didn't want to work with him. If you're around him for long enough, you see who he truly is, and that's why people like Vertec Tactical, Coddington, Permy Bear, all of those people, they're complacent in this. They don't have bear goggles on like a lot of his victims do. They are actively participating in this predatorial, dangerous cult.
Everyone is a psyop, but I honestly believe the Joe Rogan LA crew were trying to groom Owen into their psyop and realized he wasn't going for it. That's when Joe Rogan instructed everyone to lie about Owen and claim he went crazy from an edible. Now, where have we heard that strategy before?
No. And where you've heard that strategy before is from your own playbook.
Okay? It's all a playbook. Accuse your opponent of what you are.
It's his playbook. Theodore Bell, Vox Day, Teddy Spaghetti, he does this. He promotes these tactics. There is video evidence that shows Owen's king, his top guy, the dude that he probably takes orders from, does these tactics. He promotes these tactics.
Doing to create confusion and to inculcate voters against evidence of your own guilt. Joe Rogan is actually a drug addict who went crazy, in my opinion. Okay? I think that the drugs he's taken have really messed up his brain. And so that's what they do. They gaslight and they try and destroy your reputation, even though what they're saying.
That's what he's doing. He is actively doing that right now. That's why it's important for him to be so manipulative. He uses the same tactics that Darian Brown uses whenever he's doing mentalism.
It's a complete lie, but they're given these platforms of dominance so they can spin delusion. I'm working my hardest to break those illusions so that people can actually be free of them. You know, like right now.
No, he's not. He had a Instagram stream where he literally said the reason why he uses perverse language is to break the spell of perversion. That's not how that works.
Stone is trying to create an illusion that I am a cult leader, a LARPer, a liar, and he's the true alpha male. They did it with Ye too. Oh, totally. That's what they do. And it's feminine. It's how women are. Where they do it's called the Whisper campaign. It's in the Illuminati card game. And
you want to see feminine? Go look at Owen's reaction whenever Curtis Stone is calling him out on his crap, on his horse hockey. Go look at how Owen responds in a childish and an effeminate manner. Because he didn't have anything else to say. He didn't know what to do. And so that's what he reverted back to. His natural, in my opinion, his natural state. Effeminate and childish.
We need to bring back some masculinity. And I don't need, here's the thing. I'm going to bring back masculinity as best as I can. I don't require people to change. If you don't want to do that, that's your thing. But I said,
except for your name. I require you to change your name, and then the rest of the change will come after that. Soon you'll be paying your gay away because you listen to all the verbal pornography that comes out of Owen's mouth.
Picking on special boy fancy pants males is necessary for society to function. I'm bringing it back, and I won't be stopped, God willing. Little Squirtus was a special handsome boy to his commie mommy, and that's why he's like this.
He's saying exactly what his situation is. Owen, part of the reason why Owen is the way Owen is because of the unadulterated support or probably some form of manipulation from his mother. That's why he was able to say, "Hey, Mom." He was on a live stream showing his mother standing there, and he was like, "Hey, Mom, tell the people how big my penis is." That's Owen Benjamin. He is literally doing what he is saying the other guy's doing, while explicitly giving you the playbook.
The song Mother by Pink Floyd is a cautionary tale about the tyrannical feminine creating weak, narcissistic gamma males with no sense of reality, unable to fit in with any male hierarchy. That's why they hate me so much, because I represent patriarchy, a strong male who maintains order and structure in a group. They just screech cult and squirt themselves silly. Is a football team a cult, Little Squirtus? Old Squirtus Stone didn't play football.
Is a football team a cult? What is the equivalent? Like, how does that make any sense? You know what? It doesn't, because reality doesn't matter to Owen.
Because the coach was too mean and patriarchal to his special needs and wants. Old Squirtus played fusion jazz and he danced. They also love jazz music because of its lack of rules and lack of order. You can always spot the communists with their love of fusion jazz. Chaos and breaking rules and fighting male logos makes them squirt with demonic euphoria. And I posted that, and somebody said, let's see real quick. And again, if you think that this is tyranny and not just basic male behavior, you're out of here. And so here I posted that, and someone said, Nick said jazz chords are sick though. Notice he's not banned. And you'll see why immediately. RL says jazz is based, provable lie. Pink Floyd is gay. So that's a little Gamma desperately trying to squirt himself silly by attacking the dominant male and trying to annoy the dominant male, because annoying the dominant male makes them.
Who is the dominant male that he's referring to? Is he referring to himself as the dominant male?
Feel good. So this is what I did. So I found him. Pink Floyd is gay, jazz is based. And then I go to delete. And then I say ban user for life. And now he's gone forever. And see, now the Gamma male will run over to Reddit and squirt himself silly. And this is their accusations of me as a quote unquote cult leader. And you'll be able to spot it a mile away. This is a lesson, what I'm doing right now. Wait till we get into Project George Speed. Okay. Tell us about your harrowing escape from the bear cult. Well, Owen, who I've never met in person, kicked me out of an online chat because I wouldn't stop doing emojis and he won't let me back in. They need to be stopped. Guys, this isn't exaggerated at all, okay? Tell us more about your time in Owen's cult. He misunderstood me.
It's not exaggerated at all. It's just made up. No matter the exaggeration of the lie, a lie is still a lie. If any of the stuff that he ever said was true, he would show evidence. Whenever he said that he was swatted, he would have shown evidence. Why? Because he's a perpetual victim. And if there was evidence that he was a victim, you better believe he would have used it. But there's not. Just like the lie that he got caught in whenever he said they tried to poison his child. What it was somebody sent him a bag of phallic-shaped candies. And he knew what it was. He opened it up on live. That's why he doesn't open things up on live anymore, because it shows how much of a liar, how much of an exaggerator he is.
Fake comment and made it funny and mocked it for about an hour for entertainment.
And then defended it by saying, I didn't know how the internet worked. That's literally what he said. Same guy that says, I'm going to tell you how stealing is not even an option, how it's not even possible.
Purposes. And then what? He forced you to stay? Because that's what cults do? No, he kicked me out. Was he violent when he kicked you out? What do you mean? When he kicked you out, did he beat you? Was it violent cult behavior? No, I've never met him. It's all online. But he once extorted me for $50 I super chatted when I sent it to him as appreciation for playing my wife's favorite song on the piano. He never gave it back, even when my wife left me for my masturbating. Wait, so you're saying that's a cult? Yeah, someone needs to do something. I wrote Owen a 30-page letter about Jesus that he never read on the stream. So that means he hates Jesus and is trying to hurt me. And to think, I once super chat him thanking.
He is such a victim. He has to make up things. So he is attacked so much that he literally has to write his own attacks. The reason why he has to write his own is because the ones that are true. And there is no way he's going to show those. Because he won't be able to dispute it the same way that he wasn't able to dispute Curtis Stone.
And for helping me quit drinking. I want my $8 back. It's a cult. Not an exaggeration. The internet has showed me a type of man that exists that I never would have interacted with if the internet did not exist. The Gamma male usually doesn't have access to men like me to spurg out with in the real world. They're far too conflict avoidant and isolated. It's why I've dedicated so much of my time. He
literally is isolated. That's what he is. He's talking about himself, and it's so blatantly obvious. This is the Texas Go Radio Show, and I'm your host, Matorius. As always, till next time.